G'day Pax and welcome, g'day everyone, welcome to the Creator Dashboard, and we are at live, this is recorded at PAX Australia in Melbourne. It's a fantastic day today, and it's been a lot of fun already. I'm already exhausted and it's only like 12 o'clock on Friday, so, and I'm here with Dale Dallester. Sorry, Dallester, who is a content creator, and we got a little bit of an interesting topic today, more about content creation and marketing and how I guess the marketing journey kind of blends together. So, Dallester, tell us a little bit about yourself, like a bit about you and your content, and then we can kind of get into it from there.
So my name's Dallester, my pronouns are they, them. I'm a content creator from Adelaide, Australia, so I focus mainly on Instagram and on Twitch. So I blend lifestyle content with mental health advocacy and queer advocacy content, as well as my love of gaming, all things spooky and all things rainbow.
Okay, so you do a lot of gaming content and stuff like that. How long have you been a content creator for?
So I was a professional mermaid for about 4 years, and then COVID hit, and I had to kind of pivot. So 2020 was when I started making more like gaming content, started on Twitch, and started posting more of the fashion stuff and doing all the stuff on the gram.
Cool. All right. So you say basically you're telling me that before that you now doing a bachelor in marketing. So how far into it are you?
So I have one internship and one elective left, and then I'm free.
Fantastic. Cool. And how has that affected your content creation journey?
It's been really interesting because I already had a degree, and then started doing the content creation stuff and was like, I think I want to learn some more. So I actually was like, I had the opportunity to go back and do a second bachelor's, and I was like, let's do it. So I've been able to go into my degree thinking about my content creation and how I can do things. And a lot of my assignments have actually been able to be like, make content and then have it reviewed. So it's been really helpful. Definitely, because I'm doing the joint degree with media and marketing, there's been a lot of blending of those elements to really like elevate the content I do and understand why things work. Not just like doing things and like slapping it on the wall and seeing if it works. There's a little bit more kind of nuanced behind what I can do and why I can do it.
I guess that's a good point, because a lot of content creators, myself included, when you first start out in the content creation journey, you kind of do a little bit of that throwing mud on the wall, hoping things stick and testing things out, when like there's already a lot to be learnt, and having going through uni and stuff like that, you're kind of getting the education on it. And I guess the one thing I like to highlight is like learning about the social media stuff rather than just throwing mud at the wall, because it's a more effective way of I guess learning, more effective way of actually doing it, because that way you're not wasting years of time trying to do what everybody else is already doing and like know about. So it's a good, interesting take on it. So what's kind of a key thing that you find from your uni that's kind of helped you specifically in like your content?
Sure. So we were talking about throwing mud on the wall. There's actually a technical term for that. It's A/B testing. So having a little bit of an understanding about, okay, I'm going to do these two things that are kind of parallel, but they're kind of separate. I'm going to try both, and then I'm going to look at the results and go, oh, one, I had more fun doing this version, and two, my community engaged with this much more, and then you're able to curate what you do. The other one that I think has been really important in my journey is my brand pillars. So it's working out like, what is my brand identity, who am I, my values, and then considering, all right, well, what is my purpose, what do I want to achieve, and then my production, like how am I actually going to achieve those things. So sitting down and literally with a piece of paper and some columns, writing down the things that make my brand, which is me and my content, what makes that special, why does it matter, what is it doing, and what do I want to do with it, has really helped me to kind of curate and find a direction to take my content in.
Okay. And I guess that kind of falls into the strategy section of like your marketing plan, essentially. And it makes... And from my experience in marketing, it just makes the flow-on effect of creating content so much easier, because then you can like make your decision on, all right, does this content fit into, or does this idea I have fit into, or opportunity, sorry, I'm adding things on, fit into any of my columns? And if it's outside of that, then it kind of makes it an easy decision for you to go, oh, sorry, that's not really in my strategy. It's not really a pillar of mine. So it makes it easy for you to create it, but it also probably makes it easy for you to curate your content to align with those pillars. So yeah.
And it's one of those things too, like if an opportunity does present itself and you're like, I want to do this, and it doesn't fit into your boxes, look at why. And is that something you want to go into? I've always had a real passion for advocacy and inclusion, and this year I've had the opportunity to do a lot more stuff with charity.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, well that hasn't been something I've done previously, but it does kind of align with things.
Yeah.
So how can I do more of that and be able to give back and feel really fulfilled with what I do because of those opportunities? And then that kind of becomes part of your brand now.
Yeah, fantastic. That's awesome. So what about the social media side of it? How has it affected like your social media and how you attack or your social media strategy?
Sure. So a lot of people feel like they have to be on every platform under the sun. And I was one of those people. And it's one of the things that they get you to do when you start a media degree is sign up for everything. And I was feeling really, really overwhelmed. It was not doing my mental health any good, trying to keep up with all these platforms. And through doing my degree and learning more about what the platforms are, what they do, and then doing that marketing kind of work, I've been able to actually curate a lot of like my platforms as well. So I've actually reduced the number of platforms that I'm active on.
Yep.
I've still got my handles. I've got them there if I ever want to use them, and so nobody can impersonate me.
Yeah.
But I don't go really hard on TikTok anymore. In fact, I've privated my TikTok account.
Yeah, right.
Because for me, it wasn't giving me the personal value and personal satisfaction, but it was taking time away from the other content that I did want to create.
Yeah.
So that's really shifted my perspective on social media and what platforms you really need to be on.
Yeah, well, I think it's a very good point. So I think there is definitely merit in making an account in everything.
Yeah.
And so you just have something there. But I guess it comes down to like learning or figuring out, I think I've been off camera for this whole time, figuring out what your audience, where your audience are, and then only really focusing and honing in on that particular audience. That way you're not burning yourself out trying to be on all platforms, because let's be real, it does take a lot. We all know that. You don't have to be everywhere, and you just need to focus on what's the most effective, I guess, place for you to make your content for. So for example, the creator dashboard, everyone's on Twitter. My target audience are creators, and they're all on Twitter. So that's where I primarily put all my emphasis on. And I guess it's probably like you would have your own channels that you focus on.
Yeah, Instagram and Twitch are my main channels. You can find me on many places on the internet, and I do use Twitter, I do use Threads, I've got Facebook, I have a YouTube channel that I've posted a little bit on, but I really put my energy into Instagram and Twitch, and I'm getting a lot more personal satisfaction from that, but I think my community is getting more of the content they want as well on those platforms.
Yep. So yeah, I guess it's, at the very start, identify what your pillars are, who you are, what your brand is, and then identify where your audience is. So your audience is the people who aligns up with the pillars that you do. So if it's gaming content or if it's, it could be a variety of different things, find out where they are. So like the creator dashboard, the creators, they're either on TikTok or Twitter. And so that's what I focus on. And so doing that will help you save a lot of time, help you save a lot of stress, because you don't need to be everywhere. It's good to have your accounts, but you don't need to do it. That's fantastic. All right, well, so what's one piece of advice you could give to someone getting into content creation, especially, and focus a little bit more specifically on the marketing side of it?
Sure. I think doing that like values and principles and identity work is really, really important, because it helps you know yourself better, and it helps you know the content that you want to create better. And if you can have that really solid foundation, you're going to find it so much easier to come up with ideas and to make things that you're really proud of making. And yeah, like we do throw mud on the walls, but be critical and analytical of it, and go, okay, I've tried these things. What did work? What didn't work? What did I have fun doing? What did I not have fun doing? And then be able to repeat those things and really take those learnings. We're learning for our whole lifetime, so take those opportunities to learn. Yeah.
Well, speaking of, because we're on a learning journey, what's one thing that you want to learn more of?
What I want to learn more of, oh my goodness, I want to get good at games. I'm a gamer, but I am absolutely trash at games. I'd like to be good at games. I think networking is really hard as well. I'd like to get better at actually going up to people and being like, hello, we're friends. That's something I'm trying at PAX.
Yeah, well, there we go. And well, you're off to a good start. We're here, we're chatting in front of the camera, and fantastic. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing all your insights. It's very valuable information, and I'm glad. I appreciate your time, and thank you for watching, everybody who has been. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content. And enjoy PAX if you're here. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
That was fantastic.